Hello people and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video we don't have any particular plan, and as you can see in Capcut we have imported a 9-second length clip. Before the video start, actually make sure to join our Discord, which you can find on the first link on the description, and by joining it you can find all the assets and where you can actually chat with other video editors that I have extracted from an 1-hour podcast. And today I will try to take you through the process of me editing a video. So as you can see, I kept a really short clip so that we can get in depth without getting the video to be too long. So first of all, let's select all our clips and make them into a compound clip, and then click anywhere else in the timeline, go to modify and go to original and make it 9:16. Then we are going to select our clip, make it bigger so that it fits in our screen. Bring our character into the middle of the screen.
Leonardo da Vinci famously said, "Study the science of art and study the art of science."
So we're gonna start with the first part. So we're gonna cut our clip right here. So to do that you have to go to the frame where you wanna make your cut, select your clip and press Ctrl B. There you go. Next step is that I'm gonna duplicate this part of the video. Select your clip, press Alt and drag your clip, and there you go. We're gonna make sure to mute our top layer, so we're gonna select it, go to audio and put your volume to 0. We're gonna select our first clip, video cutout and auto cutout. So this step actually separates our character from its background, and as you can see, if I hide the bottom layer there is no background. So I imported this image and I'm gonna add it between the two layers. I'm gonna make sure that it fits the length and select it, go to video basic and make sure that it's behind our character. There you go. I'm gonna make it bigger so that it fits on our screen. Drag it to the side. As you can see, it's behind our character, but there is no animation, it's just a static image, so we're gonna fix that. So I'm gonna go to effects and go to play pendulum effect. I'm gonna add it to our background. I'm gonna reduce the twist and the strength. And as you can see, it already added some motion to our background.
Leonardo da Vinci famously said,
so the next step is that we're gonna make it appear a little bit smoothly. So we're gonna select our background, go to animation and put a fade in effect.
Leonardo da
And I actually think that our top clip is not long enough, so what we're gonna do is add a little bit of the second one. So I'm gonna cut right here, do the same process. I'm gonna duplicate it, select it, go to video cutout and auto cutout. Make sure to mute your top layer. So we're gonna select it and put your audio to -infinity. So what we are gonna do next is make our character disappear to the bottom of the screen and make the quote that Da Vinci is saying appear on the screen. So after analyzing the clip, I think that we don't need the silence right here.
dead.
So I'm gonna cut it out and take it off the video. Yeah, well, there you go. So what we are gonna do is go to our second part of the video, select it, go to the first frame, add a new keyframe for position and size, go a little bit forward and bring our character to the bottom of the screen. There you go.
Dead. Study the
So as you can see, I don't really like this effect. When the camera switches, our character directly swipes down.
dead. Study the
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna select our layer right here and I'm gonna space out the keyframe, the first keyframe from the start of the video, and space down the second keyframe even more. There you go.
dead. Study the science of art.
Now I actually wanna make the quote that he is saying appear on the screen. So what we are gonna do to make all our focus on the text, I'm gonna cut our bottom layer, our background right here, and add a halo blur effect. Make sure to put our speed at 0 and bring down the strength of our effect. So we're gonna add some text right here. So I'm gonna go to text, add text and default text. So now that we have our text added, as you can see, it's a little bit boring. So what you're gonna do is choose the right font that suits the theme of our video. So I'm gonna select our text and choose the right font, and I'm gonna go with the typewriter animation effect. So I'm gonna go to animation and go with typewriter. So I played a little bit with the text, I added a little bit of glow and changed the font, and there you go.
Study the science of art and study the art of science.
So what we're gonna do next is select our text layer, right click and go to create compound clip or press Alt G. And I'm gonna go on video basic and make sure that it's behind our character. So I'm gonna select the second layer right here. So as you can see now,
Study the science of art and study the art of.
you can see that in these frames he is actually hiding the text, which adds a little bit of 3D effect. And you are gonna actually make sure that our background right here don't go from sharp to blurry. And what we are gonna do is go to our transition tab and bring in any transition effect. I'm gonna go with dissolve, and there you go.
Said, study the science of art and study the art of science.
And actually what I'm gonna do next is go to the end of our text layer and cut our background to make sure it matches our text layer. Next we're gonna add an out animation, so we're gonna select our text, go to animation, out, and I'm gonna make it slide left. And do the same with our background layer. Select it, go to slide left. We're gonna go right here and make a new cut. Press Ctrl B and do the same with our upper layer. So in this part what you are gonna do is drag our character a little bit down on the screen, not all the way. So what we're gonna do is go to the first frame of our top layer, make sure it's selected, and add the position and size keyframe. Go a little bit forward, add the new one, go even forward, add the new one, and bring our character down. So as you can see, when we bring our character, when we slide him a little bit down, we can see that it's duplicated because we still have our background. So what we're gonna do to solve this problem is we're gonna go to library and choose a black background. What we're gonna do is drag our black video of 6 seconds right here, and we're gonna right click, edit, and freeze. What we're gonna do is delete our video and just keep the static frame. And why we did that is actually that, as you can see, if I bring back our video, you can't make it any longer. As for our video, you can make it as long as you want, and you can make it even shorter. Make sure it fits on our screen and go to video basic and put it behind our character. So as you can see, it's a little bit boring and ugly with without any effects. So what we're gonna do is go to mask, horizontal mask, and slide it a little bit down and add the feather. There you go. We're gonna bring the opacity slightly down. I'm gonna put it to 80 or maybe 85. And to add some extra effect and texture, I'm gonna add a dirt and scratches effect. I'm gonna make sure it fits on our screen and go to blend mode. Make sure it's on screen instead of normal. And go to video basic and put it on the second layer. So here is what we are working with at the moment.
Realize that everything.
So what I'm gonna fix is make sure that it doesn't appear that fast. So I'm gonna select our bottom background right here, the black one. Go to animation, in, and make sure it is a slide down effect.
Realize that.
And make sure that we do the same with our dirt effect. And here you go.
See. Realize that everything connects.
As you can see, it gets in a little bit smoother. So now I'm gonna add some extra effect to make it even better. So I've imported two graphic items. As you can see, we have the white arrow and this planet. So I'm gonna bring in the arrow, make sure it fits the length of the video. I'm gonna make it smaller, and I'm gonna make sure that it's behind our character. So we're gonna go with 3. And to animate it, what we are gonna do is select it, go to mask, mirror mask, and add keyframe right here. We're gonna make it as small as it can be so that we don't see any pixel of it. We're gonna go even forward and make it appear like this. So let's see our animation.
Everything connects.
There you go. So what I'm gonna do next is duplicate it. So I'm gonna select this video, press Alt and drag your layer. There you go. And to make it look different, I'm gonna go right here and press this mirror effect. And as you can see, it rotates our image. So I'm just gonna rotate it and put it elsewhere. I'm gonna import this planet PNG right here. Make sure it fits between the two arrows. And as for our animation, we're gonna go with the slide down effect.
Connects.
So here you go. Here is what we're working with.
Realize that everything connects to everything else.
So what I'm gonna do now off camera is I'm gonna adjust a few things and add some sound effect, and I will see you later.
Leonardo da Vinci famously said, study the science of art and study the art of science. Learn how to see. Realize that everything connects to everything else.
So there you go, guys. That was it for our today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to join our Discord if you want some assets or you want some help with your video editing. And yeah, see you guys next time.